Hello. So, do you know that people will always have something to say? Like people will always have an opinion about you, about the things you do. So this morning, while I was preparing for my Saturday program, I just thought about David. I was asking myself, imagine King David lived in our time now. Imagine King David, knowing how David lived his life. Imagine David lived in our time now. I wonder how people will have judged him. A lot of people will have looked at him and with all his flaws, with everything they know David has done and David does. And imagine now you are hearing that God called this person that we are judging. Let me not remove anybody. We are judging because we know the person's mistakes and flaws. And God calls the person a man after his own heart. Ooh. So people will even question God and say, why are you calling David a man after your own heart? But with the story of David, you will see that what really matters is our walk with God. I'm not saying your flaws doesn't matter. What I'm saying is, what really matters is our walk with God. Because if you look at David's life, you will know that David's life was not all about perfection. David made mistakes, but he always returned back to God. He never hide himself from God. He never, oh, when God said this is what you did, David never defended and said, I have a reason why I did this. David will always repent. David always returned back to God, even in his mistake, even when you know that tomorrow he might still do that same thing. But David always repented. David always acknowledged God in his life. And that showed that God focused on what the relationship David had with him, not just David's imperfection. Now, from the story of David, I thought about this morning. It will show you that what really matters is our walk with God. So, if you are walking with God and all that you are concerned with at this point in your life is what people will say, or how people will say she's a good Christian, then you've missed it. If your walk with God is based on